We are live. Start this live right where John ended. 502 hours until the announcement of No Name National 2024. What's happening, everybody? Let's see. We got JB's little shop in here. Hey, JB, how you doing, brother? NSB, mostly old parts. Ron, Turbo Tom, Dean Stevenson. Welcome, you guys. Appreciate y'all coming in. The Dougster. Dougster wants to have a little show and tell session in here tonight. And he is more than welcome to do so. Sounds like a good time. Hey, we got Nick the Van Man. Hey, how's it going, Nick? Good to see you, brother. Just wouldn't be complete without Dean. How you doing tonight, Dean? Ron English, welcome. They transported over from John's. How do heathens? The heathens are doing pretty well. Hey, Jason's Garage. What's happening, Jason? How you doing? Jabo, good evening. It's been a hell of a day around here, that's for sure. Mohawk 62's in the house. How you doing, Todd? Good to see you. Yeah, I thought I was going to have sort of a relaxed day, and I got roused up this morning. One of my customers' 14-wheel dump trucks decided to shell a rear end, so I'm kind of running my butt off all day. But hey, pays the bills, right? So that's all that matters. Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. So what else is new? Well, hello again, Mr. Wilburn. You got me a new tool today. Came in finally. My wife calls it a toy. I guess it is kind of a toy, but it's a new tool, and hopefully I can make a bunch of money with the thing. The Dawn is here. How's it going, Dawn? Yeah, let's see. As long as it didn't have AdBlue in the axle, it's all good. If I'd have had time, I'd have filmed this thing. It's pretty tore up inside. Jason's Garage says, John, I received my stickers. Thanks. Mr. Junkyard D is in the house. How's it going, man? Everybody ready just to hang out and have a good time? Anyways, thing kind of looks like a suitcase. It's actually a laptop computer. All dealer level truck scanners. Cummins, Caterpillar, Mack, Volvo. Can even work on the off-road crap with it. Didn't come cheap, but I think I can. It's going to make my life a whole bunch easier. And all I did was took it out of the box and turned it on for a minute, and I had to run. So I'll play with it a little bit later. Mr. T says, I pity the fool who don't drive Mopar. LOL. I like it. We should make that a sticker, or maybe even a t-shirt. That'd be fun. Junkyard D says, we're not here for a long time, just a good time. Works for me. Let's see how many we got in here. We got 18 in here already. That's cool. Appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out. Mentioned a few people. I picked up a set of weld drag lights for the truck. Picked them up off of Facebook Marketplace. Got a really good deal on them. 2 15 by 12s and 2 15 by 6s for $400. I had to drive to Phoenix and get them. Wasn't too bad. About 3.5, 4 hours round trip. But well worth it. The wheels are in pretty darn good shape. I'm actually going to transfer the front tires that are on the truck now over to it, over to the new 6-inch wheels, get them on there. I just got my lug nuts for them today. I ordered. I didn't get any lugs with them when I bought them, but so I ordered some lug nuts right away, and I actually wasn't expecting them till Monday, but they showed up today, along with my new diesel scanner. So pretty quick here, we'll get those on, and just gonna start hunting around. And hopefully, I can find a decent deal on some big fat slicks to wrap around them 15 by 12s. I'm thinking I might go 315/60. So can go with a street radial. I was really kind of leaning towards either like a 31 or a 32 by 13 or 1350 slick, or preferably a drag radial to put on that son of a gun. Couple it up with cowl tracks and sliders on the leaf springs rather than the shackles, and some good double adjustable shocks. And I think we're going to put the traction issues we had at No Name last year to bed. Yeah, yeah, it was an excellent price. I've been hunting wheels for a long time. When I do find them, they either want a shitload of money for them, or they're a Chevy bolt pattern, which of course doesn't do me any good. It's kind of funny. I was actually sitting in the waiting room for a doctor's office, and I'm bored. And crack open Facebook Marketplace, and it was the very first thing that showed up was those damn wheels. So I sit there and I messaged the guy and bought them. Only 3 thumbs up, says Mohawk 62. Hell, I don't see none. Better refresh the screen. Oh, there's 9. There's 9 thumbs up so far. JB says hi to Mohawk. Meats. Yeah, that's what that thing needs. So it quits spinning the tires all the way down the stinking track. Some say I don't have any hot rods, but everybody in here knows different. Everybody worth knowing, anyways. How's that? Junkyard saying hi to JB. A Mexican Spec in the house. Welcome, brother. Appreciate you stopping in. I refuse to use Unilug either. I find exactly what I want or nothing. You know how the drag lights are. They're dual bolt pattern, but they're not Unilug. They're 2 separate bolt patterns drilled in the forged wheel. These ones, actually have a Chevy bolt pattern, but they also have the Dodge bolt pattern. 5 on 4 3/4 and 5 on 4.5. Oh yeah, JB. Right back. Yeah. It's gonna look good. Unfortunately, I'm looking at tire prices, and them damn tires are about $500 a piece. But I'll wait till after Christmas and see what's floating around the marketplace. It's funny how this time of year you can sometimes find some pretty good deals on there. Can be somewhat of a pain in the butt to deal with, but every once in a while you can land a good deal. Unfinished projects in the house. Hey, how's it going, man? Appreciate you coming in. Is the sound going in and out for anybody else? Is the mic acting stupid or what? Max Wedge Dick Dastardly is in the house. Welcome, brother. Yeah, I think the mic's doing all right. Is anybody having sound issues? Hope not. Better not be. Stupid mic wasn't a cheapie. Mexican Spec says hey to Max Wedge Dick Dastardly. Yes, the sound is going in and out for me too, Mexican spec. Well, what the heck? Let me look at my settings here real quick. I want to make sure that something ain't screwy. StreamYard every now and again starts, they add new and different stuff to their service here. There is an automatically adjust mic volume thing going on here. How's it sound now, you guys? Try not to let the automatic crap take over. Right, multiple pattern makes sense. Unilug, no. Yeah, especially with big power. Unilug, no. The Dean. Mohawk 62. Okay, then I'm not crazy. Thanks. Yeah, I don't want anybody to think they're crazy in here. We don't let crazies hang out in here. Finished project. Yes, the sound is foofy. Well, what the hell? How about that? Any better? Goofy, foofy, don't matter. Same shit, different shovel, right? It's kind of low and high, but it still sounds okay. Well, we don't want it to sound just okay. We want it to sound good. Thought my earbuds were messing up. One-eyed cats. Tony's baritone voice is overwhelming the mic. It is trying to muffle him off and on. Well, it needs to quit. Stupid thing. Just be a mic. You don't need to do my job for me. Just be a microphone. Insert my voice into the computer. JB. John Wilburn says, Jason, did you see anything on the back of the envelope? Mexican Spec says, I'm using an old laptop. I never know if it's me or something else. Dean Stevenson says he's not off beam or a believer in the flat southern hemisphere and half around the northern hemisphere like I am. For me, it goes down to nothing, then comes back strong, the sound. I don't get it. I wonder. Maybe it's trying to overcompensate for itself or something. JB says, too late. I slipped in. Let's see. I'm not crazy. Crazy people can't fly. Well, that's debatable. That's all in perspective, Dougster. One eyed cat says, hey, Max. Is there a blue glowing orb by your right ear? Anyone else see it? Unfinished project. If a FOD officer sees it, is it real? By my right ear, a blue glowing orb. Wonder if you see my light up logo that John Cope gave me at No Name Nationals. It's one of those LEDs. It's laser engraved in acrylic. Really nice. It was an awesome gift from him. It always goes. That sucker's always on. You're golden now, 100% on sound. Well, I turned the gain down a little bit. Maybe it was over modulating and trying to compensate for itself. The only thing I'm doing different is I got the mic closer in front of me because I'm tired of yelling at the thing from 3 feet away. Get done with these lives and have a sore throat. It's better just to talk a normal volume and have the mic in front of you. Just broke glasses, can't see dick. Oh man, that sucks. I've been there. And the older I get, the more I depend on these stupid things. Gotten to the point where I pretty much can't read nothing without them. Think it's okay after the last change you made. Right on. At least it's not showing your left ear. Busted Radio Garage. Hey, Chris. Welcome. I did finally receive my package. It showed up, I think, on Tuesday is when it got here. I was going to do a nice unboxing of it and everything and do a video on it. And, well, I had to go out on a service call this morning, and I really kind of needed the thing. So I just opened them up and threw them in the truck and took off and made money with them. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Sound is okay now. Right on. BRG. How's PRI, Chris? Hey, first responder Damien's in the house. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Doorbell is a ringing. What's happening,
Fear
Doug?
the doctor's here.
Yep, the audio gremlins have returned.
The audio gremlins have returned.
What the fuck?
It's not unbearable. It's just weird. Makes everyone think that their crap's messing up.
Well,
Remember we had that weird echo a couple weeks back?
well, yeah, but that was your phone and StreamYard not playing nice together.
Obviously.
Well, I guess I'll put the mic back over there. I won't have it in front of me. I'll have to talk louder to it, I suppose. How's the audio sound now?
It's fine right now. That's because I'm here.
There you go.
That's right. Audio gremlins be gone.
Yeah, it almost sounds like the stupid thing is it's trying to auto level or something. I hate auto leveling.
It almost sounds like your shirt, you move just right and your shirt would fall over the microphone kind of thing. Muffle,
Right.
unmuffle, muffle, unmuffle. That's what it sounded like.
Well, and you know what? This is a higher end mic. It's one of the Yeti mics, and I run the Logitech software with it. And I noticed right before I started the live and cracked open the software, the damn thing took an update. So I wonder if it shot itself in the foot. You know how that goes. Sometimes updates aren't always in best interest.
Hey, first responder.
Yep, Damien is in the house. Let's see. Max Wedge says he's finally getting real glasses next week. Nice. Busted Radio says Mohawk. Some are running way behind for some reason. Yeah, the post office just screwy.
That it is.
I'm assuming that's what you're talking about is the package is getting delivered. The post office is just screwy. And my mailman sucks. He's just lazy. He won't come up to the house with packages. And if it don't fit in the mailbox, he takes them back to the post office. And I knew this laptop computer, this diesel scanner was showing up today. So I had to sit around and wait for the sumbitch to show up because I knew damn well he wouldn't leave it. I'm sorry, but I don't want my almost $3,000 laptop scanner floating around in the postal system all week.
Right.
But unfortunately, waiting on his ass till almost 2 o'clock got me pressed for time pretty good. But we got through it. Now I got to find a rebuilt chunk to throw in this damn dump truck Monday morning. Yay.
Yay. Oh, so good news. Speaking of stuff in the mail, I got my Mallory 27 series dual point sent to me in the mail. That came on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, and I put it through it in my distributed machine, and it works on both points.
Let's see. BNR replaced the starter motor in a 17 Grand Cherokee all-wheel drive 4x4 with Pentastar 3.5. Pentastar is a 3.6. I think that would be the one you're. Yeah, the 3.5 was gone in 2011 was or 2010 was the last year for the 3.5.
Oh, the 3.5. Yeah, they put those in everything from Intrepids to LHS.
Yeah, and they weren't great, but they weren't horrible either.
You know what? Those things were 225 horsepower, and those things were little bastards. That was a fun V6.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You know, they weren't great, but they weren't terrible. I mean, they were
Correct.
reasonably
Correct.
reliable. They didn't give a lot of issue unless you got them hot.
No.
You know, a lot of engines don't like getting hot. But yeah, the 3.6. Now the 3.6 is a fun little bastard. I had one, the Pentastar engine, the one that B&R here is talking about. I had one in a 200, 2012 200, and I wished I had a draggy, you know, when I had that car, because that son of a gun was just fun to drive. Torque steer was insane, but that thing was fun to drive.
Always were.
285 horse in a Chrysler 200. That was actually a nice car. I should have never sold it, but I got sick of car payments and sold it. And I don't have car payments anymore. Never did one, pain in the ass. Most of this modern stuff is a pain in the ass to work on. Nick Van Man says, gotta go. Gonna try and buy a Holley Economaster 4-barrel. Nice. Hope you get it, man. Push Mopar Dennis is in the house. I think I'm getting kind of behind on the comments.
So speaking of carburetors, want to see my debacle?
Hell yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to have to spin you around, so I'm actually going to be working blind. I won't be able to actually see what I'm doing. But here we go.
First responder Damien says, it sounds like I'm playing with the volume knob while I talk. Is it still doing it, Damien?
Here we go. So we got a tunnel ram, by the way. Yay, tunnel ram. Yeah, there we go. Got my tunnel ram.
Steady, Dougster.
I know. Hold on. This is a lot harder than I thought. There we go. Back. Nope, that way. There it is. There is my K&N stub stack. It's the right one for Edelbrock, and it fits great. And awesome. So the other one, this is interesting. Here are the boxes right here. That's part number 85-0700. Here's the other box. 85-0700. Instructions. Edelbrock and Carter square bore stub stack, part number 850700. The other instructions are the same. The wrong part, which is for the Holley, not for Edelbrock, has the part, bears the part number 85-0700.
So they sent you the wrong crap.
They sent me the wrong crap, but I mean, it was the right box. Actually, I got it off the Jungle website, and yeah, no fault of the Jungle website. It's actually a K&N problem. It's the wrong part Labeled wrong.
It's boxed wrong, is what it is.
It's
Yeah,
boxed wrong. Correct.
wouldn't be the first time I seen that.
Oh no, I'm not surprised at all. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have a chat with K&N. Maybe I'll get a free
Oh,
T-shirt or something.
Dougster Damien said here, I have Jake's number with the keys for Mallory. We need to get our hands on a set so we can scan them. So he hasn't forgotten about you.
Awesome, Damien, you rock, guy.
Yeah, he does. Izzy's in the house.
That's awesome.
First responder says, I would join in, lots to talk about, but got awake in 5 hours. Well, you can come in for a minute if you want. You know what we do here? We just hang out and talk. Don't be picking on the V6. It will get flabbergasted. Who's picking on the V6 there, JB? Better not be. Some of them are pretty darn good. Functional History's just stopping by to say hello, feeling like shit, face first in the grass, and the backyard isn't good for a crippled fat guy.
Tunnel ram.
I could get off. I had new glasses. Well, you get to feeling better there, Vic. You don't need this being sick. It's going around. Knock on wood. I've managed not to get it. Izzy says, I have the same 3.6 in my wife's 2013 Avenger. Fast. Yeah. Yeah, the Avenger's the same body as the 200. So you know. Yeah, that's a fun little car to drive, ain't it? And if you drive them right, you can actually squeeze. I actually squeezed 30 miles a gallon out of that thing once. Usually it got about 27, but I was trying for mileage and I got 30 out of it one time.
I had a 90 Bonneville SSE with a 3.8 in it. And it was a SSE before supercharger. So it was like 225 horsepower. We would drive that thing up to St. Ignace, and that thing would get 36 miles to the gallon.
Nice.
That car was awesome.
Max Wedge, Dick Dastardly says, I went from 1,500 CFM to 1,200 CFM today. Feeling ashamed. Dad would be rolling over in the grave. Sometimes less is more, though. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
The engine's only going to use what it wants.
What it needs.
Tools of destruction is what I call my stand-up box. Let's see. How do I locate a set of keys to scan them? Does anyone have a set or at least a couple to scan? We were talking about this and somebody did. And I can't remember who in the heck it was. For some reason, I've still got you on solo layout, Dougster, and you're not showing and telling anymore.
No, I'm not.
All right. I'll rejoin my own live, you guys.
It's the Dougster Show.
I know, right? Courtesy
All
of
Dougster,
Hot Rod
all
Garage.
the time.
Let's see. Dean says functional histories. Ask your family to get an 18-foot iron pole. Have them lanyard you to it. Gooseneck it around the clothesline thing. Honey, I shrunk the kids. Shit. Dean never fails to bring comedy to the chat. So what are you going to do about your stub stack debacle there, Dougster?
I think I'm just going to get a hold of, it's no fault of the jungle site. So I think that I'm going to get in touch with K&N Direct and just point it out. And I'm sure everything will be right as rain.
Yeah, they'll make it right.
Yeah, I'll probably get a
pretty
free
good company
T-shirt
to
or something
deal
out of the deal, or a hat or some stickers, or they might even say, keep it, here's the right one.
Yeah, a lot of the time they do. I've had that happen too. I ordered this for the truck for the vent for the fuel cell to go through the bed floor, and as you can see, it ain't the right size. It's supposed to be a
Oh,
-8, not a -3. And they didn't want it back. They just sent me the right one. Keep it.
yep.
Yeah, so it happens, so I mean, I guess they didn't sponsor me or nothing, but shameless plug for All Star Fittings.
But,
That wasn't the
hey,
attempt. It was just, it was just an example of what you were saying. But
right?
yeah, they treated me right. I don't know, it's $8 for that or whatever, and
Oh, and I forgot to show it, but it doesn't matter. The right part number Edelbra stub stack doesn't have a part number on it at all.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. Yeah, but it looks really awesome on it and looks like a waterfall as it curves in to
Yeah, and you're wanting to run it on the AFB or the ABS.
it's an ABS.
Nice.
They're two 650 ABS.
Nice. I
Or
didn't know they were
no
making the
performers.
stub
Sorry,
stack.
they're performers. They're performers.
Okay, the Performer is the AFB then. I
Okay,
was
yeah,
gonna say
AFB.
I was gonna say, I didn't know they were making the stub stacks for the AVSs. That would be cool if they did,
Right.
but it would almost be difficult because of the way the butterfly works on the AVS.
Yep.
Good carburetor though. I like them. I've actually never screwed with one of the Edelbrock AVSs, but I've had a few old school. Wish I still had them. Real deal factory installed Mopar Carter AVSs from the
Oh
'60s.
yeah.
Mohawk says, "Ha! At first I thought it was a middle finger." Oh, the damn the that's funny. The AN fitting. He thought it was a middle finger. Let's see. First responder Damien says, I was not impressed with the eighth mile of draggy, 9.4 at 91 miles an hour. In the eighth, I started messing around with the engine, found a vacuum leak, and also started to give it more timing. Now the fuel is dialed, and yeah, I need to get a draggy. I need to get the damn alternator taken care of on the truck. I ain't touched the truck. Remember, I was bitching about the alternator last week, and I have not touched the truck not once this week. I went out and I bought some other goodies for it, but I went down and got them wheels and just been kind of busy. I need to quit being too busy for it because what was it when we started? 502 hours until the announcement of the 2024 No Name Nationals. So at this point, we're 33 minutes in, so it's 501 hours and 30 minutes. Let's see. Junkyard D says, I once ordered a quick disconnect for my wrench. Got a nice pair of welding gloves instead. They said keep them and sent the disconnect out. Nice. That's a friggin' score.
I think it's gotten to the point where it's better to just let you have it than pay the return shipping on it.
Yeah.
Or charge
Shipping it.
because you're not gonna pay the shipping to return it.
Yeah. Shipping's just out of sight.
Yep.
And what drives me absolutely batshit crazy is what they charge for shipping. And then if you look at the tracking, if you actually watch the tracking on the map, the thing does a damn zigzag across the fucking United States before it gets where it's supposed to go. It's, you know, get it from point A, stop wherever you got to stop, but keep it in a straight line. And maybe you don't have to screw me so hard on the shipping, you know. Unless, of course, you're UPS, you just rate me first and then you lose my package.
Just be happy you didn't get the screw job like that YouTuber Rob Dom got.
Well, it wasn't actually my package, it was my wife's package, and it was shit full of handmade custom bags for a customer of hers that were supposed to be Christmas gifts. And she shipped them. They never showed up. 17th of November. They left our possession and they evaporated. handmade. They don't exist. You can't just go get another one. She made them.
Right. Those were
30
it.
yards from where I'm sitting, she made them. And now they're gone.
Yeah.
Thanks, UPS. Yeah, there's just no accountability. Nobody cares. So,
Rob
needless
Dom.
to say, shipping charges coming from here are going to have to go up on big orders like that because now we will be buying the insurance.
Right.
Adds more to it.
The YouTuber Rob Dom ordered from Japan a custom built 4-rotor uh Mitsubishi style engine, and um it got lost by UPS, and then it got listed on UPS's auction site eventually, that Rob Dom had to buy back. And they refused to honor the insurance on it. It was lost. They didn't know what happened to it. And he says the crazy thing of all was how specific the listing was for his engine. They knew what it was, exactly what it was, who built it, where it came from. Yeah. So he basically had to buy his engine twice.
That sucks. You know,
Yeah.
that's just chicken. Chicken shit way to treat your customers, right?
Yep. 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 Found some loophole to, nope, not our problem.
Well, Damien said he was going to bed and he's doing all this typing, but he's not going to bed. So maybe he should jump in the chat. Come on. Let's talk.
Come on, Damien.
Tell us about it. Sounds like you're making some damn good progress. Moving on up. Unfortunately, I think mine's only going to get worse as I get the fuel curve behaving itself because, you know, when you're not running pig rich, you're usually making more power. As if that damn thing needed any more power, right? He has the title, but haven't heard from him yet. We are still busy on the Ghostbuster car. Must be talking about that S10 you're getting for Brooks a Million. How's he doing, by the way, JB? How's your boy? It's 10:30. I really need to get some sleep. I know I say that shit all the time. And then I end up staying up working on crap or watching YouTube or you know how it goes. Stay up watching TV late with the wife, and then I get early morning phone calls from my customers with broken trucks, and I'm like, why? I did it to myself. Peckerwood Customs. What's happening, Aaron? Howdy, hot rodders. Good to see you, brother. Dean Stevenson says, good afternoon, Wood. NSB's in the house. How's it going, man?
How bad?
Doing great. He's just wanting to get something to drive and getting a little anxious. Shit, I don't blame him. I know how that goes.
No one is interested.
Ghostbuster the movie car. We made a trap door for the RC car. Oh wait, you guys didn't hear that. Oh, that sounds like you're cooking up something cool over there, mister. You can't get the cat back in the bag. You know that, right? Let's see. JB says Damien is giving out movie secrets. Now he's getting sued. Oh no. Don't need none of that. Got out of bed at lunchtime. I'm lost now. Gotta be careful doing stuff like that. Been there, done that. Dougster's back.
Oh yeah, I've returned unscathed.
There's a bunch of new settings in this damn audio software. I wonder if that has something to do with the screwing of the sound. Trying to see what the heck it all does. Let's see. Dean says, I'm always out to lunch. Join the club, Peckerwood. Right? I feel that way. Mama said there'll be days like that.
Mm-hmm.
JB says, at least you're not in 360 mode. Junkyard D liked to have never got that fixed last night. Oh, you talking about the camera? It just irritates me when I get people telling me I got sound issues, or I work pretty hard on trying to have good equipment doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Right. Right. Why did I pay all this coin out for?
Yeah, exactly. You know, that too. I don't
Yeah.
buy
I
junk.
thought I got the goods. I didn't get the good stuff. I was assured I was getting the good stuff. Oh, really?
Well, I'd be willing to bet it has something to do with this stupid update the thing took today.
Possible.
I'll go back and re-listen to it tomorrow or something. And
It comes and it goes. I mean, it's
I got this noise reduction setting, some gate setting, compressor settings. This shit wasn't here before.
all of a sudden Tony finds the golden pipe setting. All of a sudden he's like, "Hey, welcome to Tony's Underground Garage."
This
Now,
thing,
please welcome to the stage, Angel.
I can actually do all kinds of voice changer shit and cool stuff with this. It's actually pretty advanced software, but I don't like it when it does rogue crap. Wonder if that changes anything. It listens to high frequencies for hissing sounds. Well, we aren't making any hissing sounds. And there's a limiter. It attenuates the signal at a target threshold and can bring the overall level up to a consistent volume using a gain boost. Huh. This ensures that the signal will not be louder than the target value, but it will still be consistently loud. I wonder if that's dicking with it. Well, there, I'll turn that son of a gun off. Maybe that'll help. Who knows? Gotta play with my goodies again, I guess. Still ended up a good live. Right on. Was that your live, JB, you're talking about, or his? I don't remember what I was doing last night, but I didn't see anybody's lives. First responder Damien says, if I was at the fab shop earlier, I could have driven the JB car or GB car. Nice. That'd be cool. If you drive that car, you better send pictures.
And say, I'm not afraid of no ghosts.
I know, right? Junkyard D says, Tony, I had a live last night and it was sucking 360 camera mode. So the video was distorted and stretched, and everyone would have a pan and tilt to see everyone. That's funny. I used to have one of those 360 cameras. They're kind of weird. He says, I sound different again. Well, what the heck? I don't know. I don't know what this thing is doing to me. It has taken over the world. Taken over my microphone, I suppose.
There's no sense in adjusting your microphone. We have control.
I know, right? Well, I'm sorry it's screwy. Oh, well. I'll give me something to fool with later. You know, there is a reset. I'm just going to reset the damn thing. It just kind of resets it all back to factory settings. Maybe. Whatever you did is like monotone but equal. Dean says it's fucking cold in Spanish. BJ got to drive it and it was rubbing it in my face that he drove it. Well, that ain't very nice.
Well, ain't no good.
Cousin Mike's in the house. Hey, buddy, how's it
Cousin
going?
Mike, what's going on?
Good to see you. All the way from what's probably a frozen iceberg in Idaho. JB, get in the van. Right on.
I don't think that would take much coaxing to happen either. It'd probably be bear rows behind the
Oh,
sliders.
look at what JB said. That shit's funny right there. Landon, I will get all those 10 millimeters.
I'll become a 10 millimeter wholesaler. I
Right
have my
on.
10 millimeter.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Landon, are you going to soup up the scooter? Yeah, soup up the scooter. I seen a freaking video today on I think it was Facebook Reels. Somebody put an LS on a go-kart.
Not
It was like
surprised.
engine, little bitty wheels, and I don't know. I really didn't see the sense in it, but it was funny.
Or Hayabusa golf cart. Yeah, that's what a golf cart needs.
Yeah, there you go. Damn it, I have to go to bed. Bye, all.
By
Go get some rest, Damien. It was good seeing you, man.
always great talking with you.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But she didn't get it. Apparently, asking a Colombian for white powder isn't polite anymore. How about a Cuban? Landon already scooped it up. He got goggles.
Okay, I'm going to be
Socked.
back in just a second.
All right, man. Dang, I just can't get it right. Get your ass in here, JB, and join the fun. I think we're having a pretty good time tonight. 49 minutes in. We're just having fun. Some will tell you that all we do is sit around here and talk shit. But I ain't seen any of that. LP94's glasses came in handy, Landon. Last time I did that, it went south. How did it go south? Well, I tagged both them fools in this in the description in this video so they know, or this live, so they know what's happening. You know, they could come in, but they ain't. Really don't want them to, and I won't put up with their BS. But if they wanted to come in and say something, as long as it was clean and respectful, I'd let it happen. JB says, let me get my other phone. Hang on. And those people that were stirring up crap earlier this week, they know who they are. You know, like I said, they're mentioned in the description. They're more than welcome to come and join. Be civil. Let's see what's Dean got to say. Stops your snooze getting shiny in the heat, Peckerwood.
Oh.
I see a Christmas tree.
That
The
you do.
home of the Dougster.
Casa La Dougster. I put the tunnel ram to bed.
Nice. Is that your Christmas present?
No, that was a Christmas present to myself like a year or two ago.
Oh, nice. You know, I didn't notice. Big block or small block? That's the one you're putting on the 413? No.
That's what I'm putting on the 413.
Right on.
But I got to get the spacer plates for it to take up the distance because it's a B engine tunnel ram.
Oh.
So either I got to find those spacer plates or have some made. I think I'll probably have to have some made, but I don't think it's going to be. I did some research.
Actually, you know what? Somebody does make those. Have you checked with Hughes?
You know what? I should check with Hughes. I don't
Check
think they
with
do.
Hughes and or Mancini or Indy. I have those spacers do exist. I have seen them.
Yeah. Well, I'll
Excuse
look
me.
again. Hey,
It's
Unfinished
been a
Project.
number of years. Hey, look who we're in trouble now.
JB.
Boss is in.
It's on now, buddy.
Oh, it's on? It's on like Donkey Kong.
Let's see how much turf we can stir up tonight.
That's right. All of it.
Oh, hang on. Trying to get y'all around straight. There we go.
Yeah, see, Dean says the same thing, Doug. So check with Hughes. Matter of fact, I'm going to check with Hughes right now.
Right now. Sweet.
Right now.
Right now.
I'll pop that some bitch. I'll pop open their website and see what
Dang, he's listening to Van Halen right now.
Right. That'll work. Let's see. We want raise.
That song was the used for the ad for Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, I remember that. Man, now you're dating us.
Oh yeah. Where's your age?
I know, right?
I remember when all this was farmland.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Crystal Pepsi. I hadn't heard of that stuff in years, but I remember it.
Well, they brought it back because people wanted it, and I remember how crappy it originally was.
I know, right?
I'm like, oh, what the hell? I'll buy one. Oh God, it tastes just as bad as it did.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm back. Sorry. Had to
He's
go
back.
refresh.
That's not right on. Cheers, JB.
Yeah,
900.
Nick the Van Man is supposed to be coming by, and
Let's go Red Wings. Cheers, baby.
Me and him's going to collaborate on the hood scoop for a little trash truck, which I need.
Cool.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting.
Yes.
We'll just see how that goes. I have very little metal shaping stuff around here, but I got grinders.
Hey, there you go. Sometimes
I'll
that's all
grind
it
the hell out of
takes.
anything.
Let's see, $980 for a B block tunnel ram. Holy crap.
I thought you were gonna say those adapters were 900 something bucks. I'm like,
Ah!
right?
Yeah, that would be insanity.
Oh.
Basically,
Did
you
you-
got to make an inch. So I guess they say make them at 800 thousandths to take up because you need double sets of gaskets.
Yeah. Let's see, manifold. I just search it. Manifold spacers. Yeah. Let's see. It would still be worth calling them. They got so much stuff on their website. It might be hard. Just
That never
call 'em
hurts to
up.
ask, huh?
Yeah, just call them up.
And there was one, I found one like on a Google search of this one guy who was custom making them out of his little shop, and of course, out of stock.
Yeah.
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 The story of my life.
Right? Try being
Right.
a Mopar guy, JB.
Yes.
Story of all of our lives.
Yep. At one time, there was a company that offered this that made your life so much easier, but good luck finding one.
Oh, I'm still looking for the 4-wheel drive selector switch.
Oh, I'll
To make
be
the little
damned.
combo
I
like
think
that.
I just found something I desperately need.
You won't find that.
Well, because of the rush to get the truck ready for No Name Nationals, nobody really got to share the discontent when I discovered that I didn't have the hood clearance to run my beautiful cast aluminum Mopar Performance air cleaner.
Those are nice.
Those are very nice. The downside to it is it does not have a drop base. The second downside to it is not your standard 14-inch air cleaner. It is 13 inches in diameter. Guess what I just tripped over on Hughes's website? A 1-inch drop base for a 13-inch diameter air cleaner.
That's the whole reason that No Name National say, heck, we're just taking the hood off. I ain't running it without the air cleaner.
Right. Well, you got to remember, though, my truck is, when all the bugs are ironed out of it, it's really meant to be able to enjoy on the street. It's street
Right.
legal, it's licensed, it's registered, it's insured,
Yeah, I still ain't got that far with the little trash truck, but I want it street legal. I mean, it's street legal. I just, I need mufflers, and I still ain't transferred the title. None of that crap.
Yeah, all the little crud.
Yeah. I was just trying to get it together and get there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a serious letdown. That's been one of the coveted parts that I've drug around for the last 7 years is that beautiful air cleaner. I mean, you guys seen it. It was seen it on the run stand. It was on the engine on the run stand, that air cleaner. And when I put the engine in the truck, it just didn't fit. I never ever thought in a million years I would have hood clearance issues in a tin grill Dodge truck. So you put Victor style heads on it and a trick flow manifold and a 1-inch carb spacer. And, as it was, I ended up getting rid of the damn carb spacer, which I think is part of my tuning issue. Not having that 4-hole spacer under that demon.
My little 2.8 that I got in my little Blazer will not run with that car spacer. It runs like crap.
With it runs like crap?
Huh?
You said with it or without it, it runs like crap?
Without it. If I bolt it straight down to the manifold, man, it just runs like crap.
It don't want to run. Yeah. Well, on my engine, it's got that big single plane trick flow manifold, and it's just an open plenum. And sometimes that open plenum will screw with those higher end carburetors. They like to see the signal through their 4 individual holes.
Yeah. JB, how tall is that spacer that you're running when it helps your setup run better? How tall is that spacer?
It's a 1-inch spacer.
Almost makes you want to see if it likes that 1-inch spacer, what would it do with a 2-inch or a stack of a few?
Well,
Just
here's
for
the
fun.
problem. Yeah, but here's the problem with that Blazer. That every now and then when I shut the hood, it already smacks the air cleaner. So I go with a 2-inch
already
spacer.
maxed out for hood cleaner.
Something else.
Cut the hood. There you go. Got the hood.
But that's just a daily driver. You know,
Right.
I just
Yeah, that's what everybody told me to do too, is cut a hole in my hood. Well, if it was just a standard flat hood, I might have, but I ain't cutting a hole in my damn bird bath hood. Sorry.
And not to mention, why would you want to cut a hole in a bird bath hood so all the water can run right into the engine bay?
Yeah.
there you go.
You know, again, thinking daily driver.
Yep. Another thing I always hated about the bird bath hood is the fact that the bird baths would fill up and then it's raining. You got to work on your truck and you lift your hood and all that rainwater runs off the back of that hood right down your freaking firewall. And that's where your voltage regulator is. And that's where your wiper drive is. And that's where the ballast resistor is. And that's where the.
Well, the only thing out of all those that you listed that remains on my truck on the firewall is the wiper motor, but it's an internally regulated alternator that's proven to be a major thorn in my ass.
Yeah.
And of course, the ballast resistor and everything is gone with the way of the MSD ignition.
Yep.
See, y'all make it too complicated. All my stuff is plug and play and be done with it.
I don't think my setup could get any more simple. I'm still running points. I'm still running carbs. Yeah.
Well, a one-wire alternator, internally regulated alternator versus
Right.
a two-wire regulator and everything is designed to be simple and plug and play until the son of a bitch starts putting out 18 volts and boiling your battery.
It's overachieving.
Yeah, overachieving, and the first one was dead right out of the box. I'm like, come on, guys. I spent the money. I bought the American-made stuff.
Yep.
And
that's funny about that alternator, because that's what happened to the little Blazer right here, man. I put a new alternator on that thing. And as soon as I didn't drive that thing 5 miles and it melted every freaking wire plumb down to the starter.
Did you do a video on that? JB, did you do a video on that?
I can't remember. Man,
Somebody. No, it wasn't you. It was Derek. It was Vice Grip Garage. He did a video recently, a revival video, and the alternator took a crap on him. It was overcharging and boiling the battery.
Yeah. But it melted every freaking wire all the way down to the starter.
But in his case, in that video, it was the original alternator, and I want to say it was it was V8 swap, but it was a 50-something car with a 327 or something in it. It was a Chevy, but it was the old school alternator, and it screwed him. It was overcharging on him.
It was overcharging. And then high gear went out, and that's what caused him to cash his chips in.
Yeah, you saw that video. That was a cool revival.
It was
That was one of the very few that he gave up on, and he rented a U-Haul and drug that. The rest
I remember that.
Did you see that one too, JB?
Huh?
I said it looks like you saw that one too.
Oh yeah, I've watched. Yeah.
And he actually said his first line of attack was, "I'm just going to buy a truck and a trailer and haul my or buy a pickup, get a U-Haul." I'm sure that's why he holed up that motel there. And he already had half a plan, and he said that pickups in the area were insane.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Screw that, y'all haul it."
Pickups everywhere are freaking insane.
Those are U-Hauls in the South, y'all haul.
Oh crap!
I guarantee you that that one-way U-Haul rental wasn't cheap.
Oh no. But then
I mean,
again,
I do
ain't
grant
got a
you it was probably substantially cheaper than buying a truck and trailer, but
yeah, next year, if I got this little Blazer running, I'm just going to get me a tow bar and just flat tow that little truck
Sure.
down there.
Sure.
Just yank the drive shaft
Yank
out
the
the
drive shaft
road.
out,
Let's
flat
go.
tow it. Yeah, do not tow that 700 very far with the drive shaft in it.
yeah.
Or any automatic, unless it's a pre-1962 torque flight with a rear pump in it.
So that's my plans for this next year. I don't want people. For the last 2 years, man, people's had to help me get there. And this year or this next year, I don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at too.
Yeah,
I relied on other people, and it just made everything harder.
Yeah, I mean, put other people out and stuff. I just don't want to do that again.
You know, my buddy let me borrow the truck, but which was fine. You know, he's good people. But that whole deal with the trailer and that so-called friend backed out on the trailer last frickin' minute. All you had to say was no, and I would have made other plans. But no, you wait until the day I'm getting ready to leave to tell me to go F myself. Thanks, guy.
But
I still ain't talk to that sumbitch.
I appreciate over what's him? Dark Hollow Garage, man. He just come down and pulled his tendons off the trailer and said, "Pull that truck up on there, we'll take it." All right, let's go.
Yeah. Skip's good people, man.
Yeah. Squirrel.
Where's Squirrel in here?
Where?
Where'd he go? Well, I'm out here mounting a mouse.
Hey, I'm sitting here screwing around on Hughes' website, and I missed Evans Mopar Scott. Hey, good to see you, man. Glad to see you stop in.
Evans Mopar is he's got a heck of a project he's freaking working on.
Yeah, he is. It will be a car again.
Yeah, at some point I will get this done.
It will be a car again.
Hey, that's the road I'm on with Shop Truck. It will be a truck again.
Yep.
Yeah. My wife don't get none of this, man. She's always fussing. You spending all this money on this? Look, honey, not a problem.
Join the crowd.
She's fussing at me about the little Blazer, and I'm look. This thing has been here since we got married. This is the only car that's been here since then. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Exactly, and it runs. When nothing else in the driveway runs, I can start that thing.
Right. Well, it's like my Charger. My Charger predates my wife by 21 years.
And you think I'm getting rid of that? You're wrong. One of us gonna go.
I bought that car when I was 12 years old, and I own it today. How many people can say that?
Oh.
Same with the truck. I bought the truck when I was sophomore in high school.
Dang. So you're like me. You dig your teeth into something, and it's fine.
There's been a few that I've had to let go of through the years, but it's always those two that never go anywhere and won't.
Yeah, I didn't mind getting rid of my 70 Chevelle so much, but I had a 72 Firebird. I should have had my butt kicked for getting rid of that.
Yeah.
Had the rim and then
70 Chevelle's a pretty hard one to give up on too, though. That's a cool car.
It is. Good looking car.
They're rust buckets. They're sitting around somewhere. They rust so bad. Then I had a 69 Roadrunner. It came out 383, and somebody put a 440 in it and was running it for a whiskey car in Georgia.
Oh, wow.
That's another one I should not got rid of.
JB had a Mopar.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just got to give you shit, man.
I like them all, man. You know, I like them all. I'm just,
You and me both. You know, Cope, he's made all this progress. John Cope made all this progress with that Caspermatic valve body, and
which is sweet.
ain't it though? But I made a comment in one of his videos. I said, "Damn you, John, you got me itching to build another Ford." And Wilburn comes in there and he says, "Tony, you've lost your marbles." You know, ain't nothing wrong with a Ford, not if it's put together right.
No, hey, I have nothing. I personally cannot drive a Ford. I don't give darn if it's brand new built. I guarantee you what, if I set myself down in that thing, within 2 weeks it's sitting on the side of the road dead. I freaking tell you. And I don't know what it is. I just never have owned. I've had a 69 Mark 1, a 72 Mark 1, and every one of them, man, ran great when I bought them, but 2 months into it, done. So, I'm like, screw a bunch of Fords. I'm going back to my Chevrolets.
Right. Mohawk 62, Todd, he says, it sucks when you see a puff of smoke come out from the hood, pull over, open the hood, and see the alternator inside glowing red.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a great smell too, isn't it?
It's not a good thing when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden you got smoke in the head. And now all of a sudden you realize the whole dash is on fire.
And my butt's on fire.
I've actually seen that happen on the old Mopars, the stupid amp meters.
Amp meter, yep.
If you ain't careful and you soup up or put a bigger alternator on it, it'll melt the damn amp meter wires. Mater says, I'm calling Ripley's because I don't believe it about JB on a Mopar.
I've had many of them, man. I've had Barracudas. I've had, my granddad was a Mopar fanatic, and, but
that's cool, though. You actually had a real deal shine car, though. That's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place I bought it from at 69 Roadrunner, he bought it at a government auction where they caught the guy running moonshine, and he bought it from there, and then I bought it from him. Well, I traded a Volkswagen.
Did it come down off of Copperhead Road?
I don't know about that.
Was it planting seeds of Colombia and Mexico?
It had, it had the old school crap, man. Somebody
learned
put
a thing or two from Charlie, don't you know? You won't come back from Copperhead.
Somebody put a 4-speed in it.
I love that damn song.
I pulled out of that darn park. I mean, now that his light, I threw that thing in first, hit second, got sideways, hit third, and was still sideways. And I got back. He goes, "You bought that car, dude."
Right.
So was it straight line fast, or did it handle good, JB, or was it both?
Oh no, it was all over the freaking place, man.
I bet
handled terrible, but it was fast.
Yeah,
it was all over the place because it needed lower control arm bushings.
Yeah,
probably. I drove that thing around a couple of years, and somebody walked up and I bought it for like $3,500. And the guy walked up and said, "I'll give you $8,000 for it." I said, "Shit, here's the keys, man."
Yeah. No, I absolutely love the torsion bar suspension, but the best thing you can do for them is urethane lowers. Those damn lower control arm bushings get squirrely and the whole car gets squirrely.
Yeah, that thing was scary to drive.
Yeah. My Charger did that to me years and years ago, and I tore the whole front end down and put a PST kit in it, polygraphite. I did that back in 92, 93. I put that PST polygraphite kit in that front end, and that's it. Those bushings are still there today, like brand new.
That's great.
But the scariest car I ever set my butt down in was that freaking that 70 Chevelle. I put that 454 in. That thing scared the shit out of me, dude. Oh, man.
Just bad
My
fast.
granddad looked at me and said, "You need to get rid of that. You're going to kill yourself, boy."
Right?
Oh. Yeah, I've been playing with these hot rods for quite a while.
I still need to find me something to put that damn 454 I've got in. And you know me, I can't leave shit alone. I'll have to warm that thing up a little bit too. Not like
Well,
they need a whole lot of warming up.
I got the perfect S10 to put it in.
Big block S10.
That's actually kind of what I want to do. I've been wanting to do everybody does small block swaps in the S10s, but I've really kind of wanted to do a big block S10.
A big
You
block.
know,
Putting a big block in the S10, man, the inner fenders have got to go.
oh God, there's a lot that's got to go.
There's a lot that's got to go.
But it's either that or an El Camino. I'd really like to do an El Camino. My wife likes El Caminos. She mentioned an El Camino a couple months back, and I just can't get it out of my head how cool it would be to build a damn El Camino.
Yeah, there's one of my subscribers. He's a Michigan Muscle Car Garage. I think it's a 72. Yeah, 72 El Camino, big block in that thing, dude. He's had it painted. Beautiful freaking car.
Yeah,
and you want to talk about something that's rowdy? That one's rowdy.
those are the years of them that I really like too.
So first or second generation El Camino.
Oh, first gen El Camino, that'd be really cool.
59 Elco? Yeah. 59 Elco is a good looking car.
Just a little bit smaller wheelbase, a little bit lighter car. Heck yeah.
See, Mohawk says, I did that to my 71 Challenger. What a difference those bushings made. Oh, absolutely. And I put their big 1.25" sway bar on the Charger, too. I got that. Back in the day, that whole thing, sway bar, was like $300. It's like $1,000 now. But yeah, what a difference that setup made in the way it handled and drove, rather. See, Danny Boyd says, now 73 or newer because they never came with big blocks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of work putting
years ago. He's dead now, but I had a really good friend who did a 396 and a 68 El Camino. That turned out to be a really cool
That's exactly
car.
what I was envisioning for you, Tony.
Yeah. Well, I have a 454. You know, it was left behind when my wife's dad, my father-in-law, passed away. It was his. We inherited all that stuff. There's actually a couple of them out there, some small block stuff. He was a big Chevy guy. Yeah, there's some cool stuff out there.
So here we go. Tony's got the 454, the 400 turbo, the whole rear end. Tony, I'm bringing the trash truck. Let's put it in.
Load her up, dude. Load her up.
Load her up.
No, I got a 28-foot camp trailer sitting out here. Ain't nobody staying in it. It could be your home until the project's done.
And the best part is with JB's truck, the trash truck, it's the first generation of S10, so it's got the flatter, the firewall doesn't cantilever over the power plant, so it'll be easier to stuff a big block in.
Yeah.
What a collaboration! What a collaboration that could be. That would be a cool
thing. Might have to take a sledgehammer under the tunnel, but hey, we'll fit it in there.
Hey, if it gets big block treatment, it needs to become the super trash truck.
And to hell with the turbo 400. I'll build a 700 R4 to go behind it.
Damn. Now I don't want to hear that term again.
Lanco, come on, guys.
I'm so tired of 700 R4s. I don't want to say that.
Who's got that kind of money, Dougster? Lenko shit's expensive. But no, I have built 700s that lived a happy and healthy life, but behind 500, 550 horse big blocks.
Oh, anything built right, yeah. Most of the stuff built right.
Yeah, that's why I just couldn't get my head around all the crap that 700 was giving JB. I mean, I literally gave him everything he needed information wise to do it, and he did everything by the book. By the information that I gave him. Him and I spent a lot of time on the phone, and that thing just kept screwing him right up the butt.
It's got
It
to be
wasn't
something
any
in
fault of his. It was no
It's gotta
fault of
be,
yours. There's
yeah, it's
something
got to
wrong with
be.
that case.
Yeah, there's something wrong in that case, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I'll bet you any amount of money has some bitch got a crack in it somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. But I mean,
And I'll bet you any amount of money that some bitch that rebuilt that thing for you when it all went south did it.
Yeah.
Or it had already happened and he just didn't notice it.
Well, I put all the rate basis crap in it. I mean, I mean, with the money I had, I've done the best
Right.
But
well, we did that collab video and everything on it back and forth, and you did everything to the T.
I'll be in the chat. Gotta go.
All right, Dougster. Later.
Well, dang it, the wife's on his ass.
But yeah, that stupid thing, it wanted to screw you royal.
Yeah. But hey, I got a brand new parts transmission sitting right here.
Yeah, there you go. Everything but the cage. I'm sure glad that sumbitch and Blazer's running right for you, though.
Oh, dude, that thing runs like a dream.
What a headache! A headache that's finally over.
Yeah, I've been dealing with this thing. I'm telling you, no crap. 12 years of fighting with that transmission, and now I just $120 freaking dollars and just stuck the damn thing in there.
Yeah, right. used and probably never abused. Just an old workhorse.
We done the same thing with my son. Bruce Emilian had one of them Ford, whatever. It had a 455E in it, and it just kept messing up. And I went through that. Then it didn't work, so we took it to a transmission shop. I spent $3,000 getting that thing rebuilt there after I rebuilt it.
It was a 5R55?
No, maybe.
Yeah, that's what the A4. That's what the A4LD evolved into. It evolved into a 5-speed.
And then we got that back. I put it in. That thing lasted about a month and died. And he went to the junkyard, spent $350 for use.
Bought one, stuck it in, and it worked. Have no fear, the Dougster is still here.
Oh.
Let's see. Danny Boyd says, I hate when the firewall is channeled and the engine is under the cowl. I hate that shit too. It makes them hard to work on. I mean, I get, sticking the engine further back in the frame for handling and shit, but forget about it. I hate them. They're terrible to work on.
Yeah, I still get the idea of putting small blocks and big blocks in the ST. But dude, when you start doing that, you're talking about miserable time working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's in the way. You take the inner fenders out so you can get to the spark plugs.
Well, yeah, think about it. Hell, you think about it, the S10s, it came stock with the 4.3 in it. And you damn near had to uncouple the steering linkage, the steering shaft, to get the damn number 3 spark plug out of them.
There you go. See, somebody knows my misery.
Yeah, I worked on that shit for years when I had my general repair shop, and I can't tell you how many of those would come in for a tune-up, and I'd do a proper tune-up on them, and I would find that number 3 spark plug was different than the other 5. And the only thing that tells me is the last guy that did it was too damn lazy to do the job right and screwed the customer. Didn't change the sumbitch.
Yeah, screw that one.
Right, and it's
right up against that steering
I've actually seen it a lot.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not trying to take over stuff, man, but
You're
these
good.
guys out there that have never really messed with the S10s and really don't understand like the 4-wheel drive S10s and stuff like that, and they talk crap. Dude, you don't understand what you're talking about, man.
Right.
This is not easy.
No, because they ain't screwed with them like you have.
Yeah.
You know, it's even like the Ford Rangers, the same way, a compact
Yes.
pickup truck. And I've seen a couple of nice ones done with 289s or 302s in them, Ranger trucks. But, those things were a pain in the ass to work on too, but
Yeah.
sometimes worse because Ford's engineers, I think a lot of them were sleeping at the wheel during them days.
Are you saying they're like AMC people? We'll just stick anything we can in there.
Similar. I don't know. There's some pretty cool AMCs out there, though. I wouldn't throw a Javelin out of my garage.
No, I like Javelins. The Pacers and stuff. I used to run around with the guy that had an AMC Gremlin, and they put a 340 Mopar down in front of that thing.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Dude, you want to talk about a fast little car?
Yeah. I'll tell you, the 401s, the AMC 401, that was a good running engine.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. You saw them in the Gremlins and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually knew a guy that had a CJ7 with one in it. Some of those CJ7s came with the 304 in them, but the 401 would go right in its place.
Yeah.
Same platform. It's like yanking out a 383 and putting in a 440, same or whatever. They bolt right in, and that was a fun Jeep. But a few years back, I did a CJ7. We put a 350 tune port engine out of a Camaro in it. That was fun. We kept the injection and everything. I put all the factory Chevy wiring in it. That was a fun Jeep. And then he turned around and sold it.
I miss all my
job. Go ahead.
No, I miss all my younger years when I was doing all this crap. Now I'm just old and don't give a shit.
Tell me about it. Yeah, Mater here. He says, I wish I still had my 74 Gremlin. Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's a little, I can't remember what they are, a GX Gremlin or the Gremlin. Looks like Gremlin. It's called GX or GTX.
Yeah. You're talking about the ones that were red, white, and blue.
Yeah, there's one running around town here. Well, I ain't seen it in a couple of years because the guy's old as crap. But it was orange with white racing stripes on it. I'd see him at the gas station every now and then. You want to talk about an evil sounding little freaking car.
Yeah. Yeah, they did have a sound all their own, that's for sure.
Yeah, that little sucker just sit there, blah, 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 and the whole damn car would do this.
Yep. It's probably got the 401 in it. Built up. Or
but I ain't seen him in a couple of years. If I ever catch him back out, and me and him's gonna have a talk. Hey, you got 5 minutes? Let's pull over here and let's do a little video on your car.
Yeah. Oh man, the other day when I went down to Phoenix to grab those wheels, those drag lights that I picked up, I was about halfway there and I seen the most beautiful 70 Barracuda metal flake green, and it was done right. It was done nice. And if I wasn't on a schedule to meet the guy to buy those wheels, I would have chased that sumbitch down and tried to get a video with him.
Exactly. Give me a minute.
It was wall to wall rubber under the back of it. He must have had mini tubs in it, and those tires were at least 18 inches wide. I mean, it was huge. Not stupid tall, but it had a nice stance to it, but he had a lot of rubber tucked under that thing. It was just a good looking car.
I like them when used to in back in the 70s, you needed everything pointed
Oh
this
yeah,
way.
big old rake.
But I like it when it's right like that.
Yeah.
Freaking even and ready to go, man.
Uh-huh. That's the way to do it. Well, and they handle better, especially when you're
Yeah.
when you're street driving them. They handle better. I don't know. I got to say, Dust Devil Brian's Duster. That
Oh,
that thing just looks cool. It's got all that
yeah.
and big old
That,
friggin' tires on it. Them
if he,
tires are what I needed on my damn truck.
if he can figure out his gas problem with his carburetors, man, that little thing is going to be a nice little car.
Yeah. Oh, he'll
Cause
get
me,
it. Well,
he,
hell, he run out of gas because of the rake. Hey, look, he did on the track. That's why he run out of gas in the photo shoot. He had gas in it, but so he's got to level his fuel cell. Hey, look
exactly.
who
You need
showed
10 more
up.
gallons in
Jeffco's in the
there.
house.
It ain't getting to the pickup.
Yeah. Good to see you, man. Two
But
Hacks
me and
Jeff.
Dustin,
He says, I had two AMXs, 168, 390. It had 18,000 and a 69 vintage pro stock. Had? Why don't you
had
still have those, man?
instead of that damn Ford.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with the T-Bird, but yeah, the
Oh,
lack of still having those has got to come with a little regret.
I got to give two
That's
Hecks
some
credit.
cool stuff.
He's been there 2 years in a
Everything
row.
this freaking dude has is cool, though.
He's been there 2 years in a row, just giving him crap, right? He's been there 2 years in a row. First year, blew the transmission, couldn't get it there. This year, he comes down there and the freaking starter goes
Got
out.
screwed by a goddamn starter. I mean, that sucked.
I'm like, damn, he ain't never gonna get that thing. We love you, Jeff. Trust me.
Yeah, I cannot. I gotta say, every damn thing that guy touches is cool.
Yeah,
He does. He comes across some cool stuff.
that Chevelle and stuff he's been working on,
And
that Pontiac.
even
They,
that OBS truck that they did, the
yeah,
LS swap, that was a
hats,
nice build.
hats off to Jeff at Two Hacks, man. He's the man.
What's Dino saying here? The Bronco 2 Ranger and all of them were space limited. You had no room from the HVAC to the German or the Vulcan V6 engines. Adding a small block Ford was an improvement, but the space limitations were worse. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you
Just
something
got
about the
home from
Broncos.
PRI. Yeah,
I'll tell you,
go ahead.
I'll tell you something about the Broncos. If we got 80 barrel on the back of it, just sell it. Just sell the damn thing and be done with it.
Right.
Just
Just
back
got
from
home from PRI. Right on. Plus
what did you
Radio
buy,
Chris.
Jeff?
Yeah, I'm sure he bought some cool goodies.
What did you buy?
Let's see. Dean says, same with the Blazer platform. GM spent heaps on making a compact truck, but the all-wheel drive ones are different. Yes, they are. Evans Mopar Scott says, hey, guys, when is a drag and drive car considered no longer a comfortable car to drive on the street? Now, that's a matter of opinion, really.
Oh, shit. Squirrel.
Squirrel. JB, I'm going to turn it into a stunt car.
What bridge are we jumping? I'll film it. You just let me come watch.
Right? I kind of like your idea about sticking a 454 in a trash truck, but not until after we see the full potential of that blown 2.8. I know she's got a bunch left in her.
I'm not even close to done with that one.
There's a lot left in that.
Yeah. Just, I don't want to, I just don't have the money and the time to do it all at once. Just a little bit every year.
Hear you. Boy,
Then
do
when
I
I'm
hear
done
you.
with it,
And
then when I'm done
Bidenomics makes it harder and harder with every day that goes by.
nah, I'm not biting on that one.
Bidenomics? I tell you what, hey, there you go, 454 in Brooks' truck. Jeff's laughing at Dean.
Who don't laugh
Oh,
at
you
Dean?
left PRI. I know what he's laughing at. You left PRI with a brain full of mush and left PRI require a freaking aeronautical engineer. Right.
It's going to take him 3 days to decipher everything he's seen.
Yeah, I learned the hard way. In the modern world we live in, don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry.
Yes. Same thing when you're trying to fix your car. Don't go to a speed shop, man. This is going to get expensive.
Yeah. I went to the Walmart and the Costco last night. Came back $570 lighter.
Yeah.
It's just me and my wife, dude. The kids are all growing on.
And I guarantee you rolled out there with maybe one cart full of crap. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I took the Astro van, the van to the Costco, but it wasn't that long ago. I remember when you needed a built big block to have enough horsepower to haul $500 worth of groceries.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be walking out of the store with 3 or 4 carts.
That poor old Astro van be doing the old the what do they call that? The Carolina squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, friggin' hell, I buy the big packs of the Costco toilet paper and the paper towels, and it used to be like $13. Now they're 20.
Oh crap! I got a.
And they used to have 425 sheets on a roll of toilet paper too, and now they only have 350.
That's like this. I got a Lars, man. He works for people, stocking these hotels and stuff. And every now and then he'll call me up and say, "Hey, there's a damaged carton over here. It's free. 20 rolls of toilet paper." So bring that crap, man.
Bring that crap home. But don't flush it down your septic.
Yeah, they got some paper towels sitting there too. Grab that.
But don't flush it down your septic.
No.
I laughed my ass off watching that video.
That pisses me off.
You were pissed.
Damn, I'm the one got to take this in.
You're laughing.
I'm the one who got to take this shit bath, not y'all.
I remember that, watching you under that house, cussing, waiting, watching that some bitch just pissed.
You fuckers, the damn toilet paper. There's a trash can by the toilet for a reason, damn it.
You were all kind of pissed off. That was funny. Let's see.
Lars thought I was bullcrap, and I said, "You go up in there and watch what happens."
Let's see. Heavens Mopar Scott says, I have a 383 short block, forged crank. Well, 383, all 383s had forged cranks.
Yeah.
But unknown wild purple cam, probably a 509. Is it hydraulic or solid? And TRW high-rise high compression pistons. That's a nice short block, Scott.
Heck yeah.
Put a set of heads on it that'll breathe, and you have a nice little 383 there.
Hey, another one got bit by the same people we got bit by.
Who's that?
Heavens Mopar.
Oh, Scott, that shit pissed me off. Who the hell picks on him?
Exactly.
Nicest damn guy you'll ever meet in life, and those assholes had to go and attack him. And for
The
what?
code-
For wanting to build a car.
Yeah.
They just
The
jealous.
code-
They just jealous because they ain't got the skills to do it. They buy all their shit.
I don't want to get into it, but yeah, I ain't never seen.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Yeah, I ain't. No, I've seen no wrenches turned in certain shops.
Yeah. Yeah, John Cope texted me earlier and asked me if I was going to go live and if I was going to let Will have it or not. And I just told him. I said, "No, it's been a long ass day and
it ain't.
I
It's
just
not
want to
worth
hang
it.
out. I just want to hang out with my friends. I ain't going to lower myself to their level."
It's not worth it. Just like the rebuttal video I sent back to him, I was nice.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were, and I know that was hard to do. I know that was damn hard for you to film that, but
I wish you the best in the world. I wish you were great on your endeavors.
yeah, that's what I said. They show up in here, and I'm gonna kill them with kindness, and they start slinging their bullshit. I'm just gonna boot them.
Yeah.
But I put in the description of this video, I tagged both of them, and I welcome them to come in and have a civil conversation.
That ain't happening.
I ain't see the doorbell ringing.
Right. All right. Enough of the drama.
Because I don't want the effing drama.
Yeah.
I mean, the mouth. I cuss. Don't get me wrong. I cuss, and I will say fuck on here every once and again, but the
Good
mouth on that son of a gun.
That's what I said. Damn, dude.
Some bitch made me blush, and that's hard to do.
What
They called
the
him
hell?
Matt Heavens Mopar, no name at No Name, good guy. Yeah, I met Heavens Mopar Scott at No Name 2 years ago at the inaugural No Name. Yes, he is a great guy. Nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Exactly.
Thinking of an Offenhauser tunnel ram I have. Charger already has a hole in the hood. Man, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Get you a set of heads that'll really breathe. Unfortunately, you probably spend a little money on them, but get you some set of heads that'll really breathe and really work with that tunnel ram. Do not buy the Speedmaster heads. Ask me how I know. You see how good that truck runs, but don't buy the Speedmaster heads. I put a lot of money and a lot of effort into those things. I should have just bought the Victors. And if I was doing it all over again today, I'd just buy the Trick Flows. Trick Flows didn't exist when I built that engine. Danny Boyd says, I was just playing online pool and listening in. Online pool is what makes the world spin around. 10 years ago, you could play the same player all night. Yeah, don't buy Speedmaster. Oh, whoops, I did that. Did you buy Chevy or Pontiac Speedmaster stuff, Dakota? I don't have any experience with that. I just have the horrible experience I had with the big block Mopar stuff.
Well, man, Dakota's in here. I'm not in the chat, so I can't put him in timeout.
I know, right? Pontiac heads bare casting. Make sure your push rod holes and everything line up. But if you bought the bare casting, that's the way to do it. Because that's basically what I didn't do. I bought the complete head and nothing worked. The valves were junk. The springs were junk. The retainers were junk. It was supposedly set up for a roller valve train, and it had 7-degree locks in it, for pity's sakes.
And I bet you $100 the push rod holes wouldn't right.
Oh, no. I ended up sending the heads to David Hughes because he has a CNC program for the Victor head. I actually had a long conversation with David himself about this. The Victor head for the big block Mopar is today what it is because of a collaboration between Edelbrock and David Hughes, the guy that owns Hughes Engines. The head that Speedmaster knocked off was the original prototype blueprint of the Edelbrock Victor head. So before the offset, because the Victors have got the offset intakes, you got to run the 600 offset intake rocker arms and everything. Before all that was perfected, that is when Speedmaster took the mold and made the heads.
Right.
So basically what I did was I stripped the heads. It was all junk. And I sent the heads to David. I said, run them through your Victor CNC program for me.
Yeah, do something with them.
And by doing that, it got everything copacetic. It got the push rod holes where they got to be. And, along with it, it was a premium CNC port job. So I ended up with, about 360 CFM airflow out of the things. By the time I bought valves and springs and retainers and locks and the whole 9 yards and paid, paid for the frickin' CNC work, I could have bought 2 sets of Edelbrock Victor heads. And I'm not suggesting that you should even buy Edelbrock Victor heads and just throw them on the engine out of the box. You never, ever, ever do that. Not in today's world. It just doesn't work.
All of them got to
says, will 906 heads work? I mean, I have them, or do you mean aluminum heads? Well, it depends on how mean you want the engine to be. 906 heads are great. I've got a great set of 906 heads sitting on a shelf. Just if you got a lot of cam and a lot of compression and you want to drive it on the street, you will benefit from aluminum heads as far as trying to run it on pump gas anyway. Honestly, you'd probably be good, be good with a set of what do they call them? The 440 store stealth heads. They look just like a 906 head. But yeah, back to Dakota's Pontiac bear castings. Yeah, I think you'd be all right. Put decent parts in them, and as long as like I said, as long as everything lines up. That was some of what pissed me off the most about the heads was the fact that I was going to have to hog everything out by hand because the damn push rods wouldn't even line up and shit. Never again. I will never. Oh, just because of that, I will never ever buy anything Speedmaster again so long as I live. It pissed me off that bad that long ago, almost 8 years ago, and I'm still mad about it.
You like me, hold a grudge, you assholes.
I'm so sick of the Chinese knockoff import shit anyway, and it's against my better judgment, but a buddy of mine in a machine shop talked me into buying that shit. I sold all of it. Those heads are on the truck today, but the head itself is all right. But it was just a big learning curve. And let's see, Dakota says, does Mopar water pump weigh much? Well, small block ones, way back in the day, the small block ones were cast iron. Now they're aluminum.
That's what I was thinking. Say, you talking about the cast iron ones? Yeah, they're heavy.
Yeah, they're heavy, and even the big blocks, they got the cast iron water pump housing, and then the little bitty water pump that goes on the big blocks is cast iron. But you can get all that in aluminum nowadays, and it don't weigh shit.
That's like when I used to mess around with Pontiacs, man. That water pump was cast iron, and dude, that thing weighed about 30 pounds. And wrestling that thing on there.
See, Heavens Mopar Scott says, I have a passion for the cars, but I don't have all the knowledge I need to make it all work. I tell people I'm more blessed with my hand and my heart, lacking in the smarts department. I'm learning.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to shut up.
You're not exactly right in my backyard, Scott, but you're not that darn far away. I would be honored to help you with anything, information, advice, technical crap.
Yeah, Tony's good about that, man.
And especially when it comes to Mopars. I mean, Mopars really are my passion when it comes to cars. I like them all, but Mopars are what I truly love. You know,
I'm
I'd
a
be honored to help him out. He's very deserving of it.
I'm a big Pontiac fan myself.
You know, I always have been too. If I wouldn't have fallen for Mopar when I did, I would be a Pontiac guy. To this day, my bucket list car is a first gen Firebird,
I had
preferably a 67 with a 326 in it.
I had two of them. Both of mine had full hundreds in them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like the 326. I love a 400,
Now,
especially a Ram Air 4, or even the extremely rare Ram Air 5, you know, when it comes to badassness. But the 67 was the first year for the Firebird, even though those of us that really know it was prototyped in 1966. But 67 was the first production year for the Firebird. It was the last production year for the 326. It would just be a cool car to have.
yeah.
That's why it would be my choice.
Well, last year when Buck Does It asked me to go pick up this 455 from this guy, we get down there. He had a Buick. He don't do that, but he builds big block Pontiacs tri-power. And
Yeah.
I can't remember tri-power or Troy or something like that. But dude, we walked around his shop. Man, that guy knows his shit.
Yeah.
He
You
had
know,
engines everywhere.
You know, Dakota, if you can get out of it for $1,500 and putting decent valves and springs and stuff in it, you're doing good. And I think that's a good score. I think you'll do all right with the bare heads. Like I said, out of my complete screwing I took, that I was left with basically the bare heads to rework, and they did turn out okay. I'm just sorry I had to spend so much damn money to get there.
Tri-5 Troy. I think that was his name.
Try 5 Troy.
I can't remember, but
Was he on YouTube? Because that sounds kind of familiar as a channel handle.
no, he's on marketplace and stuff like that because he just builds these tri-5s and sells them. I tried to get him, mixed up in the No Name National stuff. He wasn't interested, which, hey,
Yeah.
if you're making money doing what you're doing and you know your shit, maybe
Yeah,
not.
whatever works. Yeah, that's fine. Dakota said, I'm thinking about buying a draggy and doing before and after Tesla cylinders. I really want a draggy. I think it would be cool. I did find the guy that I bought those wheels from. I did find out that the drag strip, the second drag strip, the only second drag strip in Arizona, there's two. The one that was scheduled to be closed at the end of this year got saved. And it's a little bit closer to me. So, I mean, it's still an hour and a half, an hour and 35 minutes, hour and 45 minutes ish away. But at least it's not freaking 5 hours away. It got saved. Somebody, a car club with some money came in and saved it. Wild Horse Pass. So that's good to hear. I've yet to put my eyes on anything about it, but he was telling me that. And he races there, so I didn't have any reason not to believe him. Let's see. The 455 will scream with that extra flow and improved hardware. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the 326s would run. They were cool little engines, man. 65 Grand Prix, yeah. I've got an oil pressure gauge. Yeah, you got to have an oil pressure gauge. 67 was last year for 326. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Yep, the Pontiac 326 became the 350 in 1968.
How many people seen the Pontiac 4-cylinder?
The
That
which?
was interesting the first time I seen that crap.
The what?
The Pontiac 4-cylinder.
I never seen one.
I
What
did.
year? What year?
I think it was a 66 or a 67.
Oh wow.
And all
Yeah,
they did was cut half of V8 off and made it a 4-cylinder. That was
at a slant like that? It was a
Yeah.
slant?
They still had the slant because they just cut one side.
Right,
of the
because they
box
got,
off.
I'll be damned.
I was
That's
like,
kind of
damn. I was at Tui's Auto, or no, buy low automotive parts, and the guy goes, I got one sitting here. I said, Pontiac never made a 4-cylinder. He goes, yeah, I got one. And I think it was in a Tempest or something like that. And he walks up there and pops the hood, and I'm like, holy shit. It's a V8 cut in half.
That's funny. That's kind of cool, actually. I'd like to see. I'm gonna get me going looking around now. I'm gonna want to look on that.
They're out there.
Mohawk says my friend had a '67 Firebird with a 389 4-speed, quick little car. Somebody put that 389 in it, but yeah, those things could run too. 389 tri-power.
Yeah.
Oh man. 421 Super Duty with dual quads. Hell yeah. Surely it don't cost $1,500 for valves, retainers, and machine work.
That's where you're wrong.
You'd be surprised.
That's where you're wrong.
You're probably gonna spend $15, $16 each on valves. You need 16 of them. Set of springs is gonna cost you probably $300-$400 anymore. Retainers and locks are another couple $100, and the machine work won't be terrible. If you got a decent machinist and the heads don't need a bunch, you'll probably only spend a couple $300 in machine work.
You can get out of that set of heads for like $600-$700, but you're going to end up with the same thing you got.
Yeah,
that's exactly what.
Yeah, you don't want to buy that. You're trying to get performance. You don't want to cut corners on valves. Last thing you want to do is put together a nice engine, then tulip a valve and see ya. Sayonara, sweetheart.
Those some nice stainless steel valves in that thing. Some good hardened seats.
And Manleys or Ferreas or something good. I mean, hell, those Ferrea valves I put in the 428 that I didn't build. You notice that, JB? The 428 that I didn't build. Hell, I show you the receipt for the valves that I didn't buy for the engine that I didn't build. It's $300 for 8 intake valves.
That's when he said, "No, screw that. It just sit there."
Yeah, I didn't see it, but another friend of mine, I was talking to him on the phone, was telling me that I guess there was comments made about the rat rod that would only go 30 or 20 miles an hour or some shit.
Oh God!
I just laughed.
Exactly.
Yep, JB guy charges $13,000 for just the tri-power intake and carbs.
Yeah.
Hey, Lars, how's it going, man?
Don't be talking to him.
He's the one who just said that.
He's at home, kicking back on the couch, washing his crap, drinking a beer.
Well, I'm drinking beer, too. I done ate before this. My wife made a kick-ass meatloaf dinner for us. Let's see. Danny Boyd said they stroked the 326 in 66 or 7 Le Mans in that one muscle car show that used to be on Spike. Couldn't tell you. I haven't watched TV in so many years. It's not even funny.
I don't watch TV. If I do, I'm watching reruns.
Right. Well, yeah. If I don't watch TV. What I watch is something that I watched on TV 20 years ago and liked. So I go and I download it and put it on my server, and then I watch it when I want to watch it with my wife. Ain't nothing on the TV worth watching today.
No. Well, we won't get into the Democrat situation and the enlightenment crap.
Right.
Or the woke generation. There you go.
Everything woke turns to shit.
Ugh.
Indians saved our track and dumped a ton of money into it and restored everything. That's cool. Right on, Scott. See, the Indians own the track, the Wild Horse Pass, the track I was just talking about, and they've owned it for years and years and years. It's on the reservation. And they were going to sell out to the state, and basically the land that was the track was going to get turned into a damned freeway off ramp. But from what I understand, and I'm going to do a little digging into it. From what I understand, the guy that I was talking to told me that there's a Hellcat Challenger Club, the Hellcat Challengers and Chargers and stuff. There's a local club that apparently it had enough money within the club that they bought them out and saved the track. There will be some changes, like there's a boat drag, there's a lake for boat drags and stuff there that'll be going away, but the autocross and the drag strip will remain. So that's what I enjoyed watching the boat drags there, but I never competed in them. So the fact that the part of it that I want to compete in will, that'll remain fun.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all met him at the No Name Nationals this last year. Alex, it's something in the garage.
Yeah. He was a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he's talking about buying a drag strip up close to where he lives. He goes, dude, if I can get that worked out, he goes, we'll have another No Name Nationals right there.
That'd be cool. Hey, Jimmy, I remember you. You came in, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, hung out for a few minutes.
Hi there, sir. I'm just rolling a cigarette.
Who is that?
He came in and hung out for a little while 2-3 weeks ago, something like that.
And I'm just rolling a cigarette, and I love you all. No. The guy in the red, I love you, motherfucker. The other guy with a baseball cap on, I love you too. And I'm just rolling a cigarette and relaxing, really.
Right
But
on.
who is he?
Yes, sir.
Just a guy passing through, watching live streams.
There you go.
Yeah. I
Welcome.
remember it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember it was when he came in the first time, I thought he was one of them frickin' porn trolls, and I almost didn't let him in. And I let him in, and he turned out that he was a good dude. So I remembered the name. I let him in again. Appreciate you stopping in.
Take care, my friend of love.
Dakota says he's seen a few Pontiac OHV 6-cylinders. I don't think I ever saw a Pontiac 4-cylinder, though.
There's a Pontiac 4-cylinder out there. You mean research it. It's out there.
Trophy 4. You know what? I've heard that name before. Trophy 4.
Because I was shocked when I seen them. What the hell?
Yeah, and I think it was 68 350, which is actually 354 cubic inches, and by 69 they were on as 350. You are correct. They changed the bore size. All the 389 parts went in. Mater says, I saw a 62 Tempest with that engine sitting in a junkyard.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I cannot remember. I think it's a 62 to 64, maybe. They was throwing them things in, but there was not actual production cars. There were just certain ones of them.
The Iron Dookie is a Pontiac 4-cylinder. Actually, I thought, wasn't the Iron Duke? I thought the Iron Duke was a Chevy platform.
It's a Chevy.
I thought.
But they're also Pontiac engines. They're GM.
Oh, they used them in Pontiacs. They used them in a lot of shit. They used them in a lot of boats. They make a great boat engine.
Well, I got one if anybody wants to buy one.
An Iron Duke? Yeah, that's right. You do. You got one sitting out there in a wrecking yard.
Me and Lars is going to get that thing out here before long and
Right,
fire
didn't
that
you
thing
guys
back up.
didn't you guys steal the power steering pump or something off of it for the trash truck?
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Did that bite you in the ass? 110 to 166 horsepower, 1 barrel, 2 barrel, or 4 barrel. He can use his existing springs because they're matched to his cam. They must be talking about Dakota, and that would be true. If you've got the springs that match the cam, absolutely reuse them. Save your money.
Yeah.
Absolutely good retainers and keepers. You cut corners on that, you're going to drop a valve.
Yeah, because
But again, if you've already built up the heads that you've got,
yeah,
and you've got good parts in them,
yeah, save the part.
use them over, swap them over.
Because Tony's right, man. You're talking, I mean, valves, keepers, springs. You're talking $500 to $800 real quick.
Yeah, unless you buy the Chinese shit, and at that point, you should have just bought the dressed out Speedmasters and conquered your butt.
And just done it again, right?
I just, I've seen the catastrophe of dropped valves and tulip valves and broken springs and the shit that comes along with it. And when you put the time and money into building a good lower end and something chicken shit like that knocks you out of the game, and then you got to do it all over. If you're lucky, you get to save the block.
I'll give you some good word of advice on Pontiacs. Pontiac springs was always weak from the factory.
Yeah. So were their connecting rods.
Yeah. So
connecting rods were actually a weak point.
When you start building that bottom end and getting all that right, that top end is going to become what they call it, problematic.
Yeah.
But that's just for me playing with them for many years.
Yeah. And the Pontiac rods, the connecting rods, I won't say they're particularly weak, but I have personally seen it happen more than once. They like to let go right around $6,000.
Yeah, I've seen it snap in half many a time.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. When once you hit $6,000, 6,200, they frickin' break in half. And if you're lucky, it don't come out the side of the block. But
you're never that lucky.
Never. But that's if you plan on something you're going to wind up tight. Put some good H beams in it.
I've thrown quite a few rods outside of a 350 Pontiac.
Yeah, $6,000 they bust for whatever reason, and I've actually done extensive research on the damn things, trying to figure out why, and
it's the metallurgy.
Yeah, it is. But it's almost like clockwork. At $6,000 they break. It's weird. It's almost like they were engineered that way.
That's right. You want to play, you're going to pay.
Pretty much. If you want something wind up tight, I'd put some decent rods in it. But past that, I want to see.
You honestly, on any Pontiac, man, you really shouldn't run that thing over about 5,500 RPMs unless you've done the lower end and got into it, because it's gonna come loose.
Put some good rod. The cranks are pretty damn stout. You put some good rods in it and put a good balance job on it, and they'll hold up.
Again. Damn, I
want to say Dakota's. It's a 455 that Dakota's building, if I'm not mistaken.
I know what he's got. The 455s, man. All 455s are torque monsters.
Absolutely.
They don't like RPM. I'm telling you, they don't like the RPM range.
Not
Without the
unless you
hose.
start lightening them up. You can do a lot though. You can lighten them up in the lower end and they'll rev.
But I mean,
But not
just
with them stock rods. See, a few years ago, I knew where there was a 66 Tempest with an overhead cam 250 inline six. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that.
I might be sounding like I'm smart. I'm going to shut the hell up.
Nothing wrong with that. I think you're a lot smarter than a lot of these yahoos out there give you credit for.
I don't know shit.
These days, I don't want to know shit.
There you go.
See, there's a kid a couple of miles from where I lived who had a 67 or 68 OHC6 Firebird with a 3-speed. He took it out and replaced it with 5-speed from a Monza. That's probably cool.
That wouldn't be bad. Have them extra 2 gears.
Yeah. Old Tennessee 68.
The transmission will not hold up under a load, though. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, he said it was an overhead cam 6, so
yeah,
made a bunch of torque, but it wasn't a lot of RPM and it wasn't a lot of horsepower. Those weren't fast engines; they were strong engines.
torque monster.
Yeah, this was back in like 82 or 83. Dougster says, speaking of valves, tonight I was given a KD Tools Mucho old school valve compressor for free. Works perfectly nice.
You want to know
one of my lever action ones?
One of my favorite cars I ever seen was the Monza Spider.
Yeah.
With a 305 in that thing. Dude, you want to talk about something, you better hang the hell on.
Yeah.
It's going.
Many years ago, we shoehorned a small block 400 into one of them damn things, and you want to talk about something scare shit out of you.
Exactly.
Can't spin them hard. You are right, Dougster. My 455 has Eagle forged rods.
Hell yeah, dude.
You got it.
Now you got it.
Press fit. I'd rather see them floating, but that's all right.
Yeah. I can't wait. Y'all been watching old Buck Does It put that 455 in that Buick. I can't wait. I told him straight to him. I called him. I said, dude, when you first stomp on that thing for the first time, I said, I want to see the camera right in your face.
Oh, yeah.
You better hang the hell on.
Mohawk says the worst part on a Pontiac over 500 horse is the valve valley. I'm assuming he means the lifter valley would split down the middle. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, they didn't put enough material in the block and it would literally push it apart.
Yeah, it's real thin. It's real thin down in the valve. Well,
the lifter valley. The lifter valley, yeah. Well, the Pontiacs, they use a valley pan style gasket, similar to a big block Mopar. They got that tin gasket that goes under the intake.
Just like a damn Mopar.
Yeah, that's what I said, like a big block Mopar. When I was a kid in the early 80s, this older kid had a fucking black 69 GTO, and it said Ram Air 4 on it. He blew it up. It was a beautiful car with Kragers. Yeah, the 69 Ram Air 4 400.
Yes.
Those things were a force to be reckoned with. They came out of the factory. That Ram Air 4 out of the factory sounded meaner than that big block in my truck.
That's the same thing as the GTO Judges came out with.
Yeah, they were a mean sumbitch. And, then there was the prototype Ram Air 5 that a handful of them got out into the wild, but not too many.
Yeah, they didn't make a bunch of these.
No. And I want to say the number of them they made, I can count on both hands. There wasn't a lot of Ram Air 5s that actually got out.
Right. Because they made, what was it, Ram Air 3 or 2?
Ram Air 3 and Ram Air 4 were the
Right.
well known.
And then they was prototyping, like you said, the Ram Air 5.
But that Ram Air 4 was a mean son of a bitch.
Yeah. That's when you could just go to the showroom, buy it, and go, let's go racing.
Yeah, right up there with the. Well, truth be told, and there was never anything that really documented this, but this has always been kind of my theory. What was the only year, and what was it, when you could buy right out of the factory with no warranty, of course, a car, take it to the drag strip, and run a 10-second quarter mile? What year was it, and what was it?
We're talking Mopar at this point.
Yes, we are.
And I can't.
Dougster should know the answer to this.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I know we're talking Mopar. Because Mopar come on strong there for a little while, man. Y'all ain't beating our ass.
You're getting real damn warm there, Dakota. He is. But the engine is what matters. He's got the year right. He's got the year, make, and model right. No, you're right. 1969 Hemi, 426 Hemi and a Dart. Yeah. That car, there was a very limited number of them. When you bought it, you signed paperwork agreeing to the fact that you were informed that it did not conform to federal safety standards. There was no warranty on the vehicle, but you could buy them. And you could go down to the drag strip and run a 10-second quarter mile with the damn thing with absolutely zero modifications. And this is my theory, that the Ram Air 4 was Pontiac's retort to that car.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was the closest damn thing that ever could do it.
But Pontiac was, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, Pontiac was GM's high performance division for a long time.
Absolutely, it was.
You know, hey, y'all want to do that? Here, fuck, I'll build something.
Yeah, see, here's Danny Boyd, a handful of Ram Air 5s at most. Let's see, them iron heads on it, that's it. I didn't know anything about installed height, just put the springs in it. Yeah, you know, when you set the thing up and put it all together, you're going to want to set the springs up per spec. But that's a nice thing of building a set of heads from a bare casting. You didn't know anything about it then, but obviously you brought it up, so you know about it now. And that's
now you got to figure it out.
That's what all this is about, is learning and growing into your stuff.
Just watch out on the Pontiacs, man. The rocker arm travel. If you start messing with that, man, you better be careful the springs you put in it.
Well, you got to remember he's running aftermarket heads now, so all that's subject to change. But that's one thing. A lot of Chevy guys that get messing with a Pontiac and don't realize that you run that nut down till it stops on a Pontiac. You don't adjust your valves like you do on a Chevy.
No, they're self-adjusted, man. Just fucking like a Ford. Just damn.
Yeah, you get them all the way down to the stop. But, Dakota knows that. But, a lot of Chevy guys who get messing with a Pontiac, and I've seen it. I've seen them put engines together, run their valves, and this damn thing rattling like hell. Like, dude, it's not a Chevy.
Oh. Well, I hope we're throwing some information out here to help some people out.
I do too. This one's been a good one. It's been a good talk tonight.
But we're all no-name national people. We don't know what the hell we're doing.
Let's see. Dakota says, I'd like to put McCarthy Racing Ram Air 5 style heads on my engine, but you're talking more money than I have in my entire car. You're probably talking more money than I have in the whole damn engine in my truck. And there's a bunch of money in that fucking motor.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're talking about some nice but very expensive pieces there. And if you pulled that off, it'd probably blow the damn rear end right out from under that thing. That would be a nice piece.
He's helped me out. Sorry, got to plug up, guys.
Uh-oh. Phone running out of juice?
Yeah. You know, it's an EV. It's an EV.
Right.
There we go.
Let's see. Dakota says, Mr. Will.
Dude, we
Mr. Will said the no-name Nationals people was 14 plumbers that drug a car out of their backyard. Yeah. He don't know. He don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Some bitch ain't never turned a wrench on a nut or a bolt and anything.
Say, get on that asshole's channel and show me where he worked on something.
Yeah. Mr. Wilburn, welcome back, man. I say Mr. Will can gargle.
I've been trying really hard, and so is Tony, to stay off that subject. So let us just...
he can say what he wants to say. It's fine. He can slander the shit out of everybody because that's what he does. I invited that son of a bitch to this live. I didn't hear it myself, but some people that watched that bullshit the other night said that he said out loud that he would come on my live.
Yeah.
So I invited the bastard. Go look at the damn description in this video. He's tagged in it.
It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it.
We are at 2 hours, 21 minutes exactly. I ain't heard nothing out of some bitch. So, I don't care.
Well, that first one...
I ain't going to let him spoil it.
Yeah, that first part of his live got kicked plumb off of YouTube, so I don't know what happened there, but his second part's still there.
Yeah. Well... unlucky for him, there are recorded copies of that floating around out there in the wild. He'll be lucky if I don't bring him up on charges.
I wished I'd recorded it. I didn't. But it's all good, man.
Well, there's a recording of it out there, and I know where it is, so it's in good hands.
But anyway,
like the yard boy for the guy that actually owns those cars. Yeah, no shit. Mr. Will reminds me of? He reminds me of that friggin' caddy in Happy Gilmore. The one that picks up the quarter off the green. But anyways, I'm not here to talk shit. We're here having
exactly.
It's just he's jealous. They're freaking jealous of what we've got.
Yeah, because they're still stuck at like 400 or 500 subscribers.
It ain't even about the damn subs. I could pick up the phone and hell, if I just need an ear to pour a bunch of shit out on, I could call you on the phone right now, JB. And I guarantee it, you would pick up the phone and be my friend.
Exactly.
And we would solve the problem at hand. And you know damn well that frickin' road goes both ways, don't you?
Yeah.
Mr. Wilburn knows that. Half the people in this chat know that. That son of a bitch, he ain't got that, man.
But here's I'll say this and leave it alone. Here's the issue.
Yeah.
YouTube is for entertainment.
Yep.
If you're going to be on YouTube and you can't take a little ribbon from somebody, You have no business being on YouTube. Go to Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Facebook is a rotting cesspool. Yeah.
No, I'm done.
Just like I said, he had his chance.
Yeah.
You know, at the close of this live, that window closes. It's the offer will not come again.
Yeah.
You know, so just another piece of proof that he's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
You know, he said he would. I threw it out there. I ain't seen him. Have you?
No, because he wants you on his level where he can have all of his little again done.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Minions. We'll just call them minions.
Wait a minute, that's what Barry Rowe calls his followers, minions.
Well, thugs is more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry, guys.
I'm thinking thugs is more like it.
We'll still be here passing out information when y'all want it. And if you don't want it, you just take it for what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's worth exactly what you paid for it.
Yeah. There you go, Tony.
Yeah, you know, I actually stole that line from somebody, but you know, it works. You know, it's my advice, and it's worth exactly what you paid for it. But at the end of the day, you know, every single one of us brings something to the table.
Well, we try anyway.
Every single one of us has experience with a certain engine, a certain transmission, a certain brand of car, or you know, carburetors, whatever. And every one of us that comes on here on a live or shoots a video that's part of this community does what we do to help out others in the automotive or try. Hell, just seeing something, you know, just seeing an anomaly somewhere. And hey, I saw that and I talked about that. And you stumbled across the same problem and saw this video and it helped you out. That you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you, I mean, you know, the viewer.
No,
you know,
I'm just like, well, you'd be surprised how many 2.8 guys out there that's come across my channel and go, dang.
Come out of the, yeah. And they learn a little something. You know, the headers was a big deal. You know, the header, the 4-wheel drive headers thing, that was a big deal for these guys that want to play with these things. It gave them an option that they didn't know they had. But, you know, it's like I say, we're all here to help each other out. And, you know, some of us just, are, not us, but some of these people out there would just rather, you know, they live to ruin somebody else's day. And that ain't who we are.
Exactly. So
that's never who we've been. That's never what this community's been about. And that's why people like that aren't welcome, and they know it. We're just going to keep on doing what we do, and if you don't like it, don't watch. Lars. You just nailed it.
Damn it, Lars.
Best community out there. If the community has treated you wrong, it's your own damn fault. 110% correct. There ain't anybody in this community that wouldn't give a deserving person a shirt off their own fucking back.
No, I've experienced it firsthand. So, you know, screw all these haters. No sayers. Yeah. Or naysayers.
It ain't worth it. You know, it's just, you know, I was thinking about different shit today and what was, you know, what to say and what to do with these damn trolls and this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, like I said, it was already dark. I was out all day working on this damn dump truck and I'm just pulling in the yard. John Cope texted me and asked me the question, was I going to crucify that sumbitch or not? I answered him in the text. I said, no, he's invited. If he comes in, I'm going to kill his ass with kindness. And if he starts his shit, I'm just going to give him the boot. It's that simple. I'm here to hang out with my friends. I do these lives to share what little knowledge I have
That's
with
what
the
Lars
world.
told.
And
That's what Lars told
you
me.
know,
He goes,
fuck
don't
the
let this
haters.
asshole, don't let this asshole live in your head for free. You know.
You know what? That's a hell of a good way to put it.
You know?
That's a hell of a good way to put it. Charge that some bitch rent if he's gonna live there. Yeah. But no, he nailed it right there. Best comedian out there. If it's treated you wrong, it's your own damn fault.
Lars got a little. Every now and then he comes across.
He does.
It's far and few between, but he tries.
You don't give him enough credit.
Oh.
No, you guys are some of the best damn bunch to hang out with. That's all there is to it.
But I'm fixing to hop out of here, man. It's time for dinner.
Yep.
It's
We're
packed
2.5 hours in, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and close her down and spend an hour or so with the wife before we go to bed.
Oh, don't do that.
Call it a day, man. It's been a long effing day.
Spending time with the wife, man, is only going to turn into a bad situation, man, because she's going to want you to do it. She's going to fuss at you about something. Just wait.
I don't think so. Not today. So anyways, I appreciate you hanging out, brother. It's been a fun time tonight.
Hey, dude, I'm always here for everybody.
Yep. When's your next? When are you doing your live next? You doing one tomorrow night?
Who knows? Me and Laura just
Whenever the notification pops up, who's alive?
exactly.
How'd you ever come up with that? That's just
That
cool.
was Lawrence. That was Lawrence.
I like it, and it's stuck. And it's stuck. Right on, brother. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, and we'll catch you all on somebody else's live later on down the road.
You guys have a good night. Hope everything's treating you well. You getting everything you want for Christmas, and if you don't, you pissed off Santa Claus.
Yeah, and watch out for them damn loose lug nuts.
Exactly. Watch out for them things.
But hey, if you don't get what you want for Christmas and you happen to be a Mopar guy, Mr. Cope's having a surprise valve body sale, 10%
Oh, crap.
right after Christmas. He made a pretty cool video advertising. That's the way he said it. If you got screwed for Christmas and wanted to get yourself something. But yeah, he's gonna all his valve body, everything be 10% off. I thought that was pretty cool. But you got to be a Mopar guy.
Exactly. Everybody have a great night. Great day when you see this. If you don't, it's your own problem. We'll see y'all in the next.
Catch y'all later.